So yeah, we've just come out of the game. It's finished Wolves 2, Leeds 4, an absolutely balmy game. Leeds, I think they've done the double over Wolves for the first time since the 70s in the top flight or something like that. It doesn't tell the story of the game. Regular viewers of this channel will know that we're very measured normally in our response, but I am really, really boiling inside today. And I don't go on a rant for I feel like it's surfacing and I'm going to pop. But we're going to come on to that in a minute. First of all, we're going to speak to Magic Moss, my dad. How you doing? What you thinking?
I say we huffed and puffed again, David. We can't score goals, but we get 2 silly goals away. But we've got to try and beat these refs because the refs spoils the game again. And that VAR, I'm absolutely disgusted with it.
Okay, well, Varsicle comes to mind. I mean, sensation. We were talking at half time about stuff. We were talking about the referee. I mean, what's your take on that, mate?
The referee, he lost it, didn't he? I mean, when they got the ball and he was wrapping whoever it was, his body around it, and there's a fracas, and then he hadn't noticed it, but then when he came over, he just stood back. He didn't seem to want to sort it out. You know, what's he there for? Other than to give the other side the advantage.
Now, if you're a Leeds fan, you're going to say we're watching this through gold-tinted glasses. Of course we are. We're biased, and obviously.
Check up on these refs.
Hold on.
Does anybody check up on these refs? Because nobody seems to blinking. I can't understand why nobody checks on those really bad decisions today. And he put Wolves out of the game altogether because those really bad decisions.
We just take a time to warm up, does my dad? But let's just rewind and go on to the game.
Point though, hasn't he? If you do something wrong on the pitch, you get a yellow card or a red card. Yeah, they do something wrong on the pitch. What happens to them?
Well, let's
they
come
get
on.
Paid.
Let's get on to. Let's just talk about the game, right? Let's start. Leeds started really well. First 5 or 6 minutes, they started like Wolves should have started. Wolves were very placid, which I don't agree with, and they got a good goal. It was a good finish in the end. It was come from the down the flanks, cut inside. It's a good finish, 1-0 Leeds. After that, Wolves absolutely battered Leeds for the rest of the first half. We had a few half chances, but we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, as Dad says. We go in at half time, 1-1, 65% possession. Something like three times as many shots and each 1-0. I'm talking at half time. Yeah, we spoke at half time like, we've got to do better second half. We need to score the goals. It's a game that it wasn't a must win, but it was a must not lose really. And I always felt that Leeds were a danger on the counter-attack. But we started the second half again like we started the first half. Yeah. I bet the Leeds couldn't believe their luck. It's a simple free kick. He's made a double substitution at half time. He just ran round the back. No one's tracked him. He's just on his own. That happened 2 or 3 times actually. And it's a clever corner. But Lopetegui's got to be going absolutely nuts about that defending. It was terrible defending. And then the third goal, Johnny's got control of the ball. He needs to do something. He loses possession, and it's 3-0. And all of the goals were very, very, very poor defending. Yeah. Wolves had a goal disallowed, and then we start to get onto it's a crazy goal really. We got one back. Johnny redeems himself with a 50-yard lob, and we're back into the game at 3-1. The crowd's up, the momentum's on. Wolves get it back to 3-2, a deflected goal through Kuna, and the momentum's going. And then of course, as what always happens, the VAR, the Premier League, who seem to want Wolves to get relegated, a decision comes in. He's given a yellow. He's gone in on Johnny. I've seen these given and seen these not going, but he goes to the monitor. He sends him off. Red card. We're down to 10 men. Wolves, as I say, our 5th sending off of the season. How many opposition players have been sent off against Wolves? Zip, zilch, 0. Last week, Newcastle, penalty through, red card, doesn't get given. We have a thing, we're sent off. That's 5 games, 5 players we've had sent off. I'm just like, they just don't want us to win. We carry on playing and being the better side, even with 10 men pushing forward. And then there's a melee. I mean, the 7 minutes of added time. Leeds have been time wasting from about the 6th minute. And then there's another melee. It's, Traore's brought down. He's gone through. It's a good little finish from Leeds for 4-2. But it's a foul. The VAR for once tells the referee again to go to the thing. He goes, he looks at it, and he doesn't overturn it. He does for the Leeds thing, but he doesn't for us. It's 4-2, and Wolves were pushing, and we got caught. And it just seems that week after week after week, we're talking about the referee and VAR. We keep talking about it all the time. How is this not evening itself out for Wolves? Even manages to send Nunes off, who's not even on the pitch at full time, and 90 plus whatever it is. He's not even on the pitch, and he's sent him off. Don't know what's gone on there. So that's 6 players that we've had sent off. Yeah, and I'm really it's a devastating thing. If you're a Leeds fan, you're probably enjoying watching this. Of course you are, and having a laugh. Fair play. I suppose if I was a Wolves fan watching a Leeds thing, you would do. But, as a Wolves fan, we just feel totally aggrieved. Leeds have not won away in forever. Bournemouth came down here, nicked it 1-0, and we've had another relegation rival come to Molineux, and they've scored 4 goals. They can't even score goals. They've scored 4 goals. It's ridiculous. It's pathetic. It's an absolute joke. Dad, come back on that.
It is, David. I agree with every word you said.
He's lost for words. Sensation. Your performance rating, your man of the match.
I'd give them a 6 if that's the man of the match. I haven't really got a clue. I'll give it to Traore. At least he was down the wing and he did get past them and get the crosses in. But to me, the defence let us down, and in some ways, we're too slow on the uptake sometimes. We play some good football, yeah, but when we need to switch on, yeah, we take it to the side, and we were all on about this, and then all of a sudden there seems to be a pause. And
well, they're taking stock, aren't they? They're looking for the pass.
Yeah, but by then they're too ready late.
See, I mean, did you see a performance with no heart today? Because I thought we had heart.
Not heart, yes, but at the end of the day, the heart don't win your goals.
It doesn't win us goals, and at the end of the day, you're right in what you're saying. We've got the heart, we've prattled, we've tried. You can see the passion, but we've got to have the quality. We can't be conceding goals like that. I mean, I can moan about the ref, I can moan the decisions, but the defending was diabolical.
Who do you think's the man of the match?
Who's your LEAMORE Windows man of the match, Dad?
The ref.
For Leeds. You're giving the ref the man of the match.
Yeah,
is that because you're saying he wants the centre of attention?
Yeah, I agree with you, David. Yeah, I think I'll give it to Neves.
Who was the ref? Michael Salisbury. Yeah.
Who's the?
You're going to give it to Neves.
I'll give it Neves. David.
Performance rating?
5.
5. Well, in terms of heart, I'll give in terms of heart and passion, I will give them a 9. In terms of quality and defensively, she can't give it things. So we've lost the game 4-2. I'll give it a 6, mainly because they have shown heart, they have shown fight, they've showed the passion. But at the end of the day, you cannot be losing to Leeds in this situation. And conceding 4 goals at home. Lopetegui, he's going to be turning into he's not going to be eating. Again, he's going to be losing a lot of weight because he doesn't eat after thing. He must be tearing his hair out. We've got Johnny's is suspended, Nunes is suspended. Ruben's 1 game away from a 2-match ban. And it's frustrating. I will give Ruben my man of the match. I thought he was again fantastic.
But what happened to the 3rd goal? It was in the box and he's funnying about with it instead of clearing it.
This is exactly what I'm saying. We can moan as much as we like about the ref, but the defending was terrible, was absolutely terrible. And you're 3-0 down, and we did show heart to come back, and I think had we stayed at 10 men we would have got the equaliser, but he was knocked out.
It reminds me of that team. Remember the Glenelg team? Moving it about right in that, but we've got to score goals, and we can't score goals.
Well, we scored 2.
We scored 2.
2 would normally do for Wolves, but we conceded 4. And Lopetegui loves this clean sheet. Look, we could go on about this extra time. We've got extra fan reactions coming up in a minute with some 2 sets of fan reactions, so wait for that as well. We'll have the international fan. We've got extra time. The match vlog. Oh my God, I've really let myself go on the match vlog. But hey, we've lost here at 4-2. If you're a Leeds fan, I do like the fact that your travelling numbers, you've got great support, and you're going to be absolutely heartened by this, and I'm sure you're finding it amusing. I've got nothing against Leeds fans or anything like that, and I do like going to Leeds away. But at the end of the day, we're not happy with the decisions and the decisions that we get in game after game and game, and that's why we're angry. Fair play to you. Go up the motorway happy. We're really right back in it now. after that defeat, we've got to go and beat Forest in the next game after the international break. Lopetegui's got to reset, and we've got to win that. We've got to win that game, because if we don't beat Forest, we're in trouble. Big time, and we're going in the wrong way, because we've got really tough matches coming. Anyway, from myself, Magic and Sensation, keep the faith,
Keep smiling.
keep smiling, always Wolves.